In this video, we're going to be looking at the Math 107 navigation, so a little bit more specifically about how to get around when you're in the class. Again, keep in mind if you have new things that are graded or new pieces of information to come out when you log in, that sort of information will show up over here. Over here on this board, or this is our main math page here, and when you're ready to actually get started on the class, what you're going to want to do is click on the book, and that'll take you right into this page here. Now notice that this is called the course modules page, and really this link here is the same as just clicking on the modules tab. And what that will do is it'll give you all the information for the entire course. Here in this first section, you'll see the Getting Started module. These first few pieces are ones that you've gone through already before you get to this video that you're currently watching. The advantage of looking at things here through this module view is it will let you skip directly to the part that you're trying to work on. For example, when you're working on stuff from the book here coming up pretty quick, what's going to happen is you're not going to be doing your entire work in one day. You want to spread it out, do an hour or two of math every day. Don't try to do everything the day before it's due. It's going to cause you a lot of trouble. So if you're doing a couple of sections and maybe you got through the first couple of pieces of information, you've read some assignments and watched some videos, tried a few homework problems, and then decided that it was time to go to bed, you could come back the next day and say, okay, I covered these two pieces of information, and just dive into the spot where you're ready and continue on from there. You'll want to go through all of the pieces of information. That's your lesson and learning material, and you want to go through all of that before you start working on your assignments. At the end of every module, you'll have the assignments that will show up. Every single module will have 3 assignments associated with it. The first assignment will be a discussion board. This is a place where, while you get graded for it, it's also a place where you can ask questions. The second assignment will be a quiz that will go over the material that you learned. And then the last assignment will be a very short little mini project that you would do in order to do that. You can tell that these are assignments because they have due dates and points associated with them over here on the right-hand side. Before you finish that particular module, you'll need to have completed all of the work that's over here. Do notice in this modules page as you come down there are some helps and resources available here, but then these are all of the different units that we'll be going through over the course of our quarter. Now notice that all of the modules currently look empty. This is the first time that I've taught this class in this learning management system, and so it's just taking me a while to get all the information up. You should expect all of the information for module 1, the instructions, lectures, videos, and assignments to be up by Monday, and then I should be staying at least a week ahead of you anyway through the rest of the quarter. So this will continue to get populated as time goes on, but it's just not all up there up front. So just be aware I'm a few days ahead of you here. These give you a really nice way. You can just look, and when you go through, by the time that you've gone through all the information and all of the assignments, you'll be done with the unit. And once you've finished all of your assignments turned in, you'll have a check mark next to your module, and you'll know that you're done with it. So that's kind of a cool way to get things going there. Now there are some quick buttons to get you right to where you needed. For example, let's say that you posted a question on the discussion board because you had a problem on your homework and you wanted to just throw it up there without going through everything. You can just click on discussions. Here, for example, you'll see this is your introductions assignment. On Monday, you'll see there will be a discussion board here for chapter 1 questions or module 1 questions, and you'll just be able to click on that and ask whatever question you need or find an answer and see if things have come in. When you're dealing with discussions, you'll see some replies numbers over here. This is just how many posts there are up on the board, and you can keep track of things there. The assignments page is kind of a nice one here. This is where you can see anything that's graded will show up on here. These links will take you directly to those items. This is the discussion board introductions. Here's the quiz. Here's the mini project for the first week. As more assignments get posted, those will all show up here. If you just want to jump in and take the quiz, you can click right on the quiz. It's the same thing. So there's like 5 different ways to get the same material as you go through. The modules has everything comprehensively, but if there's just one thing you want to look at, you can just click on it right there off the bat. The other thing that you've got here is grades. And you can see, so my little test student here had 1 assignment graded, but these things will all populate, and you can get what your final grade in the class is at any point in time just by looking right here. Other pieces of information that will be helpful and useful for you. Notice the people button here. This is where you can kind of contact students and teachers. If you click on my name right here, this is a nice way you can just click on this little icon here and that will send me a message, or you can do that through the help menu as well if you click on help and ask your instructor a message, or ask your instructor a question. When I have replied to your message, you'll have an inbox up here and you'll be able to see that something came in for you through the inbox. So another great way to contact me there. Again, as you're going through, make sure you're in your Math 107 class. Modules is your home base. You can click on that button or click on the book on the main page, and you'll find all the information that you need to get started. If you have any questions as we're going through, remember we're doing this stuff for the first time. I want things to be very clear, so don't be shy about asking me questions here. You can send me an email if you're not comfortable with the system. We'll get things figured out. This first week's really important just in straightening out those types of questions and making sure that you're comfortable. Looking forward to working with you, and go ahead and continue on. You're about ready to do your first assignments for the week.